Hi everyone, Steve here, Old School Rules UK. Hope your fat loss journeys are going okay. I've got things back on track over the last sort of 4 weeks. Got the diet a little bit better than what it was. Certainly moving a little bit more. Got a little bit of motivation to get back to the gym. Averaging sort of 3 times a week going to the gym rather than the sort of probably twice a week on average through the winter period. I've said before, the motivation to move more in the winter unfortunately does dip a little bit, but I've got things back on track again. I've lost £6 over the last 4 weeks, so that's £1.5 average per week, which is a good rate to lose it. It's not intense. It's a good level to maintain. It's not crash dieting or yo-yo dieting or anything like that. So I'm really happy with the way things are going there. You guys out there are doing okay with your sort of fat loss journeys as well. Did get me thinking a little bit about the gym, because what I've also done is reintroduced a little bit of moderate cardio. I always warmed up on the bike, but not being a big lover of cardio, drifted away from doing anything more really. So I've reintroduced a little bit of moderate cardio in there as well, and got me thinking about what I was doing a couple of years ago, and what I was doing last summer as well. And the one thing that's become apparent is that I was walking a lot more last year, stroke the year before. Again, probably because of winter being here and cold and wet and not really having the motivation to put the coat on and go for a walk. It all adds up really. For me personally, I've sort of gone from an average of 11,000 steps a day down to 8,000 steps a day. So it's 3,000 steps on average less that I've been walking compared to years gone by, which adds up to sort of 21,000 steps a week. Around about 500 calories for 10,000 steps that you walk. Obviously depends on the sort of pace you're walking, etc, etc. But 21,000 steps over the course of a week, 10,000 steps to lose around about 500 calories. So it's 1,000 calories less per week average that I've been burning just solely through not walking. And it got me thinking about how I did it last year, the year before, how I can help other people out there think about how you're going to do it. What I tended to do was sort of have the 3 sessions at the gym per week. So let's say I was going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On the Tuesday, the Thursday, the Saturday stroke Sunday, or sometimes both, I would have that 45-minute walking session, which obviously got my averages up to 11,000, sometimes even a little bit more than that, to be honest with you. But what it did was, on those days that I'm not at the gym, I'm still getting moderate cardio in. Where I live, the loop that I do is around 2.5 miles. I go from my front door back to my front door, and I do that twice. So it's about 5 miles. So that in itself is around about 10,000 steps. So on those days that I'm actually doing that walk, my steps are probably going up to around 18,000 steps a day average. So it's really going up on those days that I'm not going to the gym. And I think over the course of a week, over the course of a month, that is a lot of calories that I was burning that I've now got to reintroduce back into my sort of daily stroke weekly routine, just so I can burn a few more calories. And I'm not talking dawdling along either. There's walking, and there's walking with intent. Now the way I do it is that everyone's got a stopwatch on their phone. As soon as I walk out my front door, press the stopwatch, time yourself. Like I say, I do 2 loops, get back home, stop the stopwatch, make a little note of it. Next time you go out there, try and beat that time by a few seconds. And before you know it, you'll be knocking minutes off it because your walking pace will get more intense. Almost to the stage where you can really get some good speed up if you're head down and you're walking with a purpose. You're almost jogging, and that burns lots of calories, especially, like I say, if you do that 3, maybe 4 times a week, it can add up to thousands of calories over the course of a month that you're actually burning. So you don't have to change your diet. You're walking more, you're walking with a bit more intent, and the fat is going to drop off you. So walking in between, for me, gym sessions is highly effective for my fat loss journey. And I recommend that everybody out there seriously starts to, walk more. Like I say, I'm not a big lover of cardio. Yes, you will burn more calories in that period that you're doing intense cardio. Examples: 15 minutes on the treadmill, if you're running, you will burn a shitload of calories in that 15 minutes. But for the people that don't like to do that, if you were to get the incline going on the treadmill and walk with intent for half an hour, you probably burn just as many calories, and you will feel a lot better for it. Another example: if somebody said to me, right, Steve, get your walking shoes on, and what I want you to do is walk for as long as you can, for as far as you can. You could walk for a long time. The average person out there, the average person watching this, even if you're overweight and you're just starting out on your journeys, you can walk for a long time. But if you said to me, right, put your running shoes on and I want you to run down the road for as long and as far as you can, I'd probably get 200 yards down the road and be blowing out my ass, to be honest with you. And I'd feel like crap afterwards. And I certainly wouldn't want to go and do it again. But I could walk for as far as I can the day after. And I could do exactly the same the day after. So over a period of time, that lower intense cardio, over time you'll probably end up burning more calories than doing the intense cardio because you don't particularly like it. And I don't. So don't underestimate walking. Walk with a purpose. 3-4 times a week. Again, same as a gym session, 45 minutes to an hour. Boom. You will burn so many calories over the course of that week or that month. The fat will just drop off you. It's a great form of moderate intense cardio. You've got to get your paces up there. Like I say, don't dawdle along, walk with a purpose, and you will be amazed at the results of good old-fashioned walking. You're obviously getting your diet dialed in, you're watching your calorie intake. To take it to the next step and to really start burning that fat, you've got to move a little bit more. But you don't have to move at 500 mile an hour. Lower it down a bit, you'll enjoy it more, and you will be able to do it the day after, the day after, and the day after. So over the course of a week, a month, you will burn a lot of calories. So get your walking boots on. Forget your running boots. Well, certainly for the early stages. I mean, if you do get into it and you do think, actually, I do quite enjoy running, then, knock yourself out, mate, because I don't. Many things in life I was built for, but running ain't one of them. Intense walking, I can do it till the cows come home. So, anyway, see you in the next video. Stay well, everyone. Goodbye.